Hello there everyone, and welcome to a quick review of Middle-earth: Shadow of War, in which I ask if the game is good or not. I will be avoiding spoilers as much as humanly possible, and the footage for this video will all be taken from the first 2 acts of the game. However, if you want to come at things entirely fresh, I will understand if you stop watching now. To start off, let's talk about visuals and audio. I was playing the game without the texture pack DLC, as it's a ridiculous download and apparently doesn't make a huge difference. However, I was running the game at high settings across the board, and I'm using a GTX 1080 Ti. Overall, the game looks pretty good, nothing outstanding, but it's far from painful to look at. If you're thinking of buying the game just for amazing visual set pieces, then you're better off looking elsewhere. But for me, I was more than happy with the graphical feel of it all. Stylistically, it somewhat makes up for the average graphics, as the different orc tribes have their own unique looks, and the new gear system has some beautiful armour and weaponry for Talion to use. In addition, certain unique enemies and characters in the game have been given a great level of detail and care, which really shows in some of the cutscenes, where at certain points the game does look really damn cool. With the audio in the game, you have a bit of a mix. The main characters of the game, such as Talion, Celebrimbor and Shelob, all have some great voice acting to them, which makes the characters believable to watch. Some of the characters with smaller roles, however, do have the odd line which seems a little out of place or clunky, but it's never enough to take you out of things. In addition, for the most part, the orcs are great to listen to. I don't know how many people they had doing voices, but I think that I've heard maybe a maximum of 2 or 3 orc captains with the same voice. With such a diverse range of accents, personalities and tones given to all the captains, you really get a sense of character just from a few sentences they say. Next, let's talk about gameplay and mechanics. Shadow of War feels very similar to its predecessor, Shadow of Mordor. However, it does add in some new mechanics and revamps a lot of the old stuff too. As for the new stuff, there is now a gear and gem system, which I originally had very little faith in, but it has been implemented so well. There are different rarities and levels on the gear, helping you easily work out what is probably going to be the best, and there's a great balance between simplicity and complexity. Each item has a single numerical rating on it, so for example, a sword will have a damage rating and armour will have a health rating, which keeps things easy to follow for anyone not wanting to overthink the gear system, as they can always just equip the best item in terms of stats. In addition though, there are challenges and bonus abilities on rare, epic and legendary loot, sometimes giving you unique abilities and letting you fine-tune your character with effects that complement one another. Add on to this that there are legendary sets which give bonus abilities when you have multiple pieces of the same set equipped, and you arguably have one of the best loot systems I have seen in a game. The fighting starts off very simple, and is similar to games such as Assassin's Creed or the Arkham games. As you unlock new abilities, it rapidly starts switching up though, and becomes far more rewarding. There are elemental effects, various combos you can chain together, and a range of satisfying finishes to use on enemies that help to make combat one of the most enjoyable parts of the game. I was going to say hands down the most enjoyable part, but I think that has to go to the Nemesis system. This is what helps Shadow of War stand out amongst other games, as enemies will truly feel unique, and every captain you come across is a mini-boss in their own right. Some captains will have mortal weaknesses which allow you to take them down instantly, and others may be buffed to an insane amount, forcing you to use every tactic you know to stand a chance against them. Add in death threats, the fighting pits, and the oh so satisfying fortress fights, and you have a great variety of ways to play around with both the Nemesis and combat system, meaning that in the 30 hours I've played so far, I still haven't got bored even once. Overall, I think this game is great, and honestly, there's a lot more I could say, but I want to keep this video relatively short for all of you. Shadow of War really stands out amongst other games on the market, and will appeal to any player who loves a good fighting system. If you're purely interested in narrative and graphics, then this might not be the best game for you, but if gameplay is your main focus, then this game is ideal. There is one big thing I have neglected to mention at all in this review, and that is microtransactions. That is because there will be a video up tomorrow discussing this exact matter, as I feel it is something that needs more of a discussion than just an outright opinion piece. If that aspect of the game is what has put you off so far, then make sure you not only watch tomorrow's video, but also take a look at the comments to see what other people think about the system as a whole. For now though, thank you for watching, and goodbye.